Guys, Gunnar here. I want to talk a little bit about blind setups today. Blind strategy, how I use them, and why I use them late season a lot. So first and foremost, what happens during the late season? Well, all the foliage dies off. All the leaves fall. There's not a lot of cover in the woods. So therefore, it's hard to hunt in trees in that canopy without getting spotted. That's number one. I do not like to get exposed in the timber when there's no leaves. And that's very easy to do. It's hard to get drawn back in bow range. These deer are super on edge. They're weary. They're tolerating the least amount of disturbance. So that's just something that I'm not willing to risk. So I like a blind for that reason, the cover aspect of it. Now, as you can see here, I've got some native foliage. This is from earlier in the year. But basically what I'm doing, I'm just trying to break up this silhouette. I'm not trying to hide this thing completely because you're not going to. I just want to break up the silhouette. I don't want them to see a box. So you can see I got some switchgrass here. I've got a switch edge running around this food plot here. Soft edge from this cornfield to this food plot is this switch. So I'm going to take some of this switch and I'm going to stick in these pockets. Now a lot of these newer blinds, they'll have a strip running around the edges and you can stick in that native foliage and really blend them in nicely. So I like that. Another reason I like blinds is I don't like to be cold. And what happens when we get cold? Well, we move a lot. Maybe we can't draw our bow back. Maybe our hands aren't working right. Bad things, right? I like to be warm. So I bring a buddy heater with me because a lot of the times I'm hunting in single digit to below 0 temperatures. Guys, it's Gunnar. Look, if you like the video, like what you're seeing, but you still need more help, shoot me a message. I'll help you with whatever you need. I got your back for life. Now let's get back to the video. And if my hands don't work, if I can't get my bow drawn back, what good is it me doing out here hunting? None, because I can't seal the deal, right? So I like blinds for the warmth aspect of it. Now another reason is I can get these blinds in really nice spots. I feel like I can push a little bit tighter with them. I have that security of being in something and I can hide better because I've got this hard side where, deer cannot see through this. The only thing they're seeing through is that. And as long as I'm not moving fast, they won't see through this camouflage mesh. So I like to push a little bit tighter because in the late season, we're wearing more clothes. I don't necessarily like to wear more clothes. This is pretty much what I wear late season, and I'll just have a heater with me. I like this wool sweater. It's quiet. I can move really easy. I can draw my bow back. I don't have any restriction. That's another reason I like that heater and these blinds for warmth. But I like to push a little tighter to trails, making an easier shot late season. And that's just something I don't feel like I can do with a tree stand. Because with these blinds, I can push a little tighter and I still have a good shot angle. I'm not getting super steep like I would be with a tree stand, with an elevated stand. I like these blinds because I get that feeling of security and cover a little bit better than being exposed in a tree stand. Now, I don't necessarily like blinds year round. I like to be hunting in the open, in the timber during the rut for sure. And a lot of times in the early season, just so I can use my hearing, my eyesight really well. But other than that, during the late season, when these deer are really patternable and I kind of know where they're coming from, I like blinds because I'm basically focusing on 1, 2, 3 trails. Because a lot of the deer are packed into one bedding area and they're coming out. They're coming out single file and I can focus on one area and I don't need to be able to turn around and do all this fancy stuff that I have to do in a tree stand. So now the last thing that I want to mention is when I'm putting these blinds up, I like to get them up early. This one in particular, I set this up in early October. As you can see, all this is dead. It's been sitting out here for 2 months. I like to get these deer acclimated to something before I hunt it. If I came out here yesterday planning to hunt this tonight, every single deer that comes out is going to look at this blind. Why? Because it feels out of place. Deer can feel something is off. They can see something's off. They can feel it. They live out here. This is like their bedroom. If I went into your bedroom, set something on your nightstand that you know you did not set there, you would know. As soon as you saw it, you'd say, who did that? Why is that there? That's not mine. It's the same thing with a deer, and when it comes to putting these blinds out here, this is their house. This is their bedroom. When you come and put something invasive like a blind in here, and you don't give them time to acclimate and understand that this is not dangerous, you're gonna scare deer. That's the last thing I wanna do late season when I'm trying to hunt a specific movement to a food source. If I'm trying to hunt a transitional movement, I do not wanna spook deer. That blows the whole movement up. That throws everything off, and deer are tolerating absolutely nothing late season. They're high strung, they've been hunted all year. They will not tolerate disturbance. So take those few things and apply them to your situation, maybe this season yet, maybe next season and the seasons to come. Guarantee you'll be more successful using blinds. Guys, it's Gunnar. Look, if you like this video, if it helped you at all, like, share, subscribe. It helps me a ton. We'll spread the message. Let's blow this thing up. Also, check me out on Instagram, Gunnar_Hanson, GUNNAR_HANSON. Remember, results are the only thing that matters. Let's get them.